differences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Washington Huskies. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Kicker headed to the football, the crowd eager, and off we go, the start of a new season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Davison. There he goes! Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offense...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They need a huge play on third and long. He's changing the play. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Out wide left, it's Jordan. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Phillips. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter. Sees a crease. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. On his feet at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The ride. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Quick give. It's Temple. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll give it to him again. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Mack gets rid of it. Grabs it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dogs! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing, Williams. He'll loft one deep down the left side. They're going up for it, and the defense pulls it down for the pick. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Austin Mack. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun on third down, it's Mack. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David,
makes a grab and room to run. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Washington wants to go quickly. From the gun, it's Washington. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concern.
Got it inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Tough run here. It's Washington.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll try to run it with Washington. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll run it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Mack. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
What a great job of recognition by the defense there. There'll be a lot of situations for defenses to expect run, especially down on the opponent's 1-yard line coming out, but they were ready for the throw that time, and they were able to jump the throw and get the interception.
Move to his right. On the run, fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Williams. Rush right in his face. He's got an open man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Williams. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's Williams to throw. Touchdown, Washington! Into the end zone for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Mack. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Rush is on. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Punt is on its way. Fields the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Throwing, Williams. Here comes the heat. Rolls it in. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line. Straight ahead, it's Washington. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Williams looking for a man. Had to throw it before he wanted.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Dead center perfect. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Williams throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors and our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Cowboys looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close.
Turning on the Jets. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Mack, look out. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
They booted away on 4th down. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Booster, booster!
Williams. They're all over him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really blowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Here's Williams to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Turning it on! Ripped off a huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. Washington right back to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams will pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. running the red zone. It's Washington. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3.
Check. 2290 Mountain. 2290 Mountain. Hydro. Go.
Throwing, Williams. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Austin Mack. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys can go sideline to sideline, but they can also blitz. This guy can do it all.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Got him on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Now here's Mack. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Williams. Left side, it's Davison. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Washington wants to go quickly. Quarterback changing the play. Third down from the gun, Williams. Fires left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Williams. Still looking. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out wide left, it's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
It's Williams again. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Williams to throw. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And he gets rid of it.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
splits the uprights right down the middle. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. The roughing call gives this offense a first down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. Throwing, Williams. Right side, it's Davison. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Let it go.
Williams to the air again. He'll be dropped. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Sweet. Go.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. He's got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Throwing, Mack. Oh, pressure's coming. They get to him as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Normally, I would say fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Mack to throw for it on fourth. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Rush right in his face. He's got it. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Mack. Going to try to get it himself. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Austin Mack. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He wants to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll give it to Washington. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Hits inside. It's Davison. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go.
And a great job by this defense, knowing it's 3rd and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up, tackling the running back, forcing the 4th down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Escapes the pressure going right. Breaks into the open. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And That is a massive play by the quarterback and great understanding of the situation, knowing if I can find a way to get a first.
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Direct snap. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this to extend the lead late. And he got it! They walk it off! A field goal to win it! It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports